Hey everyone, this is Mark here with Markshomeliving, and today we're going to talk about the Phoenix market. I know some of you guys are trying to sell your house and it's been on the market 300 plus days, 100 plus days. Some buyers, you're trying to get the credit right. You're not sure if this is the right time. You don't want to give up the sweet easy rent that you have, right, to go into a new mortgage payment that's over, $3,000 a month. And then some of you sellers are holding on to that 3.5% that you got during COVID. You don't want to give that up for 6.5%. So I get it. But right now you need to know what's going on in the Phoenix market to help you guys make better decisions as you move forward with your real estate goals. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so in our market right now, Phoenix has definitely become more balanced. Okay, there's 10,915 listings right now, new listings. There are 25,000 active listings. There are 9,237 under contract. The average median home price is 455,000. Average days on market is 85, and there is a 3.34 month supply. Okay, that's a lot of information to take in. So as a realtor, this is how we're going to look at this, right? So you guys need to think about it this way, right? There's 25,000 listings and 9,000 under contract. So that means only a third of the market, or a third of the homes on the market, are under contract, right? Just play with those numbers roughly. And the average days on market is 85 days, right? So that's pretty tough. That means some houses are selling pretty fast while others aren't. Okay? So let's break that down for the sellers. Sellers, the buyers have options. There's 25,000 homes and there's about 10,000 of them on 10,000 buyers on the market. They have options. They're looking at a lot of homes, right? Overpriced homes are sitting. If your home is overpriced, it will sit. This is not the time to test out a price and then come down later, because those buyers will be long gone by the time you decide to drop your price. Okay, so pricing precision is critical, and agents, whoever you decide to hire, your agents have to market your property. So whoever you decide to hire has to have a solid plan on how they're marketing. If that agent states that they're just going to put it on the MLS and maybe one or two Facebook ads, today, that's the bare minimum. Okay, they need to have an extensive plan on how they're going to target buyers for your home. Buying right now, you definitely have more opportunity than you think. So there's more choices, there's less bidding war pressure, right? Better negotiation room. Rates, even though rates are where they're at, rates still matter. No, buyers, and sellers of resale properties, meaning you're not a new build. Okay, you have to look at the strategy of what the new builds are doing. They're paying so much down into the rates so that buyers can get a 4.5%, a 4%. So for sellers and buyers, sellers, it is good for you to give incentives if it makes sense. I understand if you don't have a lot of equity and you can't give up a lot of money, I understand that you can't do that. But buyers, that's what you need to be looking for. You need to be looking for sellers who are just going to give you some solid incentives because you have the leverage in this market. Now, sellers, if you're going to compete with these new builds, okay, you just need to, from the jump, let buyers know that you're willing to work with them. Okay, some buyers might go for a more expensive property because they really like the home, right? They really like the home, but if you can help them out with the interest rates, that will go quite a long way. Right? So let's just move on to the numbers have shifted. Okay, so you can see where inventory was in October 2025. Now it's 25,000. There's median price stability, right? Days on market trend, pretty much just going over some of the numbers that we have seen, that we saw earlier. You can see buyer demands, contracts signed, they have gone up. Okay, they've gone up. So buyers are buying. So sellers, you just need to really price right. And price right today, let me just stop here. Price right doesn't mean you price at the market value. you have to be 2 to 5% below that market value. So, which simply means if you put your home on, if you go to an appraiser and you get your home appraised, and the appraisal is at 300,000, that doesn't mean that's where you're going to list your property. It means you're going to list your property like 290, right? 290, 295. You're going to be around that mark, right? To get your property in front of the buyers who have the money to pay right now. No, where are people buying and where should you buy? Well, the best deals, it seems right now, based on the data for March and going into April, the data shows that the west end, the west side of the Phoenix Valley, is where most people are going. So if you're a seller on the west side, this is the time to sell your house. Okay, and if you're on the east side, Mesa is grabbing all the buyers. Okay, so you got Goodyear, Buckeye, Surprise, Avondale, Litchfield Park, and Mesa. Those are the places. If you're looking to buy and you're in those areas, that's where you need to go. Also, if you're a seller and you're looking to sell and you live in any of these cities, this is a really good time to sell, right? So there are some common questions that people ask. Is Phoenix crashing? No, the market is not crashing here. In order for a crash to happen, there has to be a dramatic price decline. That's not happening. We're moving into more of what we call a balanced market, right? Should you wait to buy? That depends on you. However, the real estate market is not going to wait for you to get your life together, right? So when the opportunities are there, it's there, and then it will move. And then the opportunities and the leverage move to another phase or another group of people. So it might be on the buyer side right now, and then you decide to wait 3 months, but then it shifted to the sellers, and then the sellers are up, and the sellers have all the leverage, and it's a very cyclical cycle. So you just need to stay in touch with your realtor, and keep those conversations ongoing to see where they're at and have a plan on when you're going to enter, and then we can like keep gauge, right? Should I sell? No. If you're on the west side, yes, definitely sell. Do not wait. Sell your property, especially if you have a lot of equity. And the other strategy too, I want to expose to everyone here is, as a seller, if you gave up $40,000 in the sale of your property, right, to the buyer needed some money. They gave up $40,000. Try to get that back when you decide to buy, right? So if you're a sell and buy person, when you're trying to buy again, try to get that monies back from another seller that you're purchasing from, and then it will just even itself out. How long will it take to sell my home? If you're not priced right, right, we're looking at 85 days. 2 months, 85 days, longer than that, right? So you just want to make sure that you price below market value right now. You just want to price below market value. If you can take the hit, solid. If you can't take the hit, you're going to be on the market for some time, which might eventually lead you to dropping your price anyway, and you're going to lose that money anyway, and even more. Okay, so if you guys want to talk about a specific strategy for your home, just message me here. You could give me a call, you could text me, you could schedule, your Calendly invite, and just talk with me, schedule a time, and then we'll lock it in, and so that we can come up with a solid strategy for your home. It is very important because in Phoenix, it's area specific, and all these houses are in pockets. Okay, so it's not the same for everyone else. It's not the same like it was 3 months ago, 5, 6 months ago, a year ago. Stop listening to other people's stories. Your situation when you decide to enter is going to be unique to you. Your home is going to have its own DNA and its own situations. Your finances is going to put you in a whole different situation altogether. Okay, so let us strategize, let us talk, and do it sooner than later. Don't wait a year from now when you think, okay, I'm going to buy next year. Don't wait till next year when you're actually going to engage in the market to then talk to a realtor or a lender. No, get if you know you want to buy a house and that's in your future, get with a realtor and discuss that right away, ASAP. And as you can see here, this is just a quick snapshot of what our March 2026 looks like. There's 10,915 new listings, 25,000 active listings, 9,237 homes under contract, which is up 8%. The median home price is 455,000. Average days on market for sellers is 85 days, and we have a 3.34-month supply. Okay, so before all the homes run out, there's 3 months of homes on the market. So engage, engage, engage. Call me, let's talk. This is Mark with Mark's Home Living. We'll talk soon.